Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. So last week I cover all major pairs and this week I still have some of them, but I also added and changed pairs which are better for probably for upcoming week. So let's see what we have. First is Aussie dollar, US dollar. And what we see here, we still have levels from last week. Price is touching resistance right now, and like we said, our price will continue to go up to this level because this is like a very nice weekly level for reactions or maybe even breakouts. Or we'll have some reactions around current resistance, and then we'll have bigger retracement. So, of course, on the daily chart, we are still in the uptrend. It's very visible. We are above the 36 right now. Price reacted around the resistance, retraced to the 12, and again is trying to push up. So, if on the lower time frames, of course, we will look for long scenarios to target this, and after breakout, we can have this as a next target. And if price will retrace to this trend line, then we again look for long scenarios, target this, or after breakout, we can look for short scenarios to target this support zone. So if we look for the 4-hour time frame, right now we see that price is going up. We don't have any trend line on the 4, not this we can draw, but this is not like a perfect line for me right now. I still have 3 touches, so we can leave it. But if we connect spikes, you see that it's close near to this one. We can leave this trend line if you like. So, but let's go to lower time frames first, 1-hour chart. So right now, if we get retracement, this is still a good option to look for buy scenarios. Okay, but keep in mind one thing: that price already moved a little bit. Yes, it's around 630 pips. Price already touched resistance, reacted on this resistance. So if you decide to jump in here, keep in mind to lower your risk just in case if price will not get any more momentum, because like I said, we also can have this retracement. And what we can see, especially that here on the 4-hour chart, price broke the previous bottom, so we started to have lower highs. Okay, so this also might be situation that price will make lower high and will continue to go to this, so we will not have this continuation. Okay, so keep in mind about that daily is pointing up, weekly is pointing up, but the 4-hour chart right now has this weakness. There was also EMA crossover, so we don't see that 4-hour chart is pushing up anymore, but still with the main trend we can go and buy this. And if price breaks this trend line here, we can look for short scenarios and trade in the retracement if you want to trade against main direction. Yes. If not, of course, we know that we wait for this level for bounces and continuations. Euro dollar, still the same, but what I like, we have levels. Yes, we have next levels. We know that price might to go up or bounce and make this bigger retracement. What I like here, that price started to range, so it's quite easy right now to make decisions. Or we go long after breakout, or we try to sell and we target 36 CMA together with this trend line. Of course, if daily trend line is broken, then we can go to this level definitely. Okay, in between, of course, we can find, I didn't mark last time, but on the daily chart, this is also area of the support. Okay, so after breakout of this is the first level where price might react. So if we go to 4-hour time frame, like I said, this is what I liked. It's very easy. Yes, right now. So we have to wait for breakouts of this level or breakout of this level, and this will be interesting how price will end this. Because we can have situation that you see this trend line that will be in the range up to this, and then after breakout we can go long and here short. If you decide to take short entries here, keep in mind about this goal. Okay, so this is your goal, so pay attention if there is enough room. Sometimes price like to do something like this. We have spike, and then again is going to this area. Okay, so keep in mind about this that short scenarios are still against, because daily and weekly are pointing up. Okay, but this is what we can do on the euro dollar. GBP US dollar. This went up nicely. We set about the long scenarios here. And if you pay attention, we had this 4 hour chart, another 4 hour chart opportunity. If you like to trade on the 4 hour time frame, if not, of course, lower time frames, but lower time frames were not so easy, especially here. This was our 4 hour chart, 1 to 3, and later we had those news which caused this move, but we had this. And then, of course, we have another 4 hour chart, 1 to 3, and in between here you have 15-minute or 5-minute 1 to 3. Okay, and if you want to trade on the higher time frames, like for example 1 hour chart, then you had the setup to jump in. But of course, you have to keep in mind that this is your target. You can always combine this with lower time frames. Okay, so those were our situations to enter. So when let's go to weekly chart, and of course weekly, there is still chance that price will go up here to the resistance at the trend line, especially after this strong down move. Now it seems like a long 1 to 3 on the weekly chart, strong weekly candles, but on the lower time frame perspective, we are close to the previous top, so this might be also like a double top, and maybe price will react. If price will react, we know where price might to go, 36 CMA or this trend line. As long as this is holding, of course, we still pay attention to go and buy, and then we target resistance. In case of the breakout, we have next goal. In case of the breakout, we can expect that price push down again, and if this happens, next area of the support can be here. Okay, so we go to 4 hour chart, and we can still look for buy scenarios. This is like a highest point for us. This, of course, we are very close to it. It's around 40 pips, so not much. Only scalpers and intraday traders. Yes, you see that if price will still retrace, you can still try. Yes, you can still try it, because price is still making like a higher lows. Okay, but a very tiny risk, because price already touched this here, and another move was not exactly to this. Okay, so it seems that, like a lower high. That's why you have to be a little bit more careful with the risk here. And another option, of course, if price retraces to the 36, then you can still look for long scenarios and try to target even previous top. On the 4 hour chart, we have right now only this trend line, so we don't have anything else. If we draw it like that, it will be like a volatility line. So the only line which is close to the 36 CMA, this is the line. So basically, if we have, for example, another like a bounce, then maybe we'll be able to adjust the line here. If you think about the short entries, of course, you can try to look for short scenarios around the resistance, and then where is your target is the 36 CMA with this trend line. Okay. But I would like to really see what price does here. Yes, so I wouldn't go too aggressive to sell, but first see, and then maybe break out to go long, or break out of this trend line to go short and trade in this retracement back to this trend line of the daily time frame plus 36 EMA. GBPCAD weekly chart. Similar, of course, to the GBP US dollar. This is the last resistance. This is like a weekly long 1 to 3. Seems to have momentum. This is our trend line here. So if we want to connect at least 3 touches, this will be our trend line. So price might to go again to retest this, and then we will see if we have breakout or bounces and possible deeper move. Okay, so if we go to daily chart now is going up. Let's draw levels. This is trend line. Okay, so this is next level. We can also change a little bit angle like this if you like. We can look for a situation where price will retrace to this zone, and then of course we still go and buy this, target this, and trend line. If price breaks this line with a 36 EMA, then we can expect a deeper move, deeper retracement. So now, if this happens, this is the support zone, the next area of the support, and another one will be around this area. Okay, so those are the levels. Right now, I'm interested to go and buy this. You can do this after retracement on the 4-hour chart, even if you like. Yes, so after retracement, if price holds this 36 EMA, you can look and buy this. Target, of course, resistance. So, or you take it on the 4-hour chart, or you take it on the 4-hour chart with lower time frame combinations. Okay, but right now buys. And if you go to 1 hour, right now we don't have anything, so you have to wait. If you want to combine it with lower time frames, this is your trend line. So, of course, after trend line breakout, you look for buys. Using the CAD, another pair connected to CAD, by the way. So it looks very similar, as you can see. Of course, different situation is in the past. So using the cat, if I zoom out a little bit, this is the last spike, which is also our resistance. Next resistance is higher, somewhere around this area here. And support zone, in case if price decide to go, support will draw on the lower time frames. It will be more visible there. Similar situation. Trend line was broken. So and price is climbing up, where we can go to the previous area of the resistance or to the next one. So if we go to daily chart, of course, this whole up move was very strong. Good thing is that we have very nice trend line on the daily chart. Of course, this daily long 1 to 3 is also very steep, as you can see, but it's still, bouncing. And maybe continuation where to the area of the resistance. Whenever price breaks this trend line with the 36 EMA, then we can expect a down move. Okay, so when where is possible next stop for price? Of course, this will be our next area of the support where price was, and the next one will be on those spikes. Okay, so those are the next level in case if price decided to continue to go down, but right now it's pointing up. We had already the first setup to jump in on the 4-hour chart, as you can see. Entry here, stop loss around 60 pips, 60, 65, target 170, so it's okay. Keep in mind that this is the highest point. We also have some area here. So this is just for the management. If you see that price stops, okay, it's still 2 to 1, so it's all okay. And right now what we can do, we can combine this with the 1-hour chart, this 4-hour chart with the 1-hour time frame. So we have this, and whenever price, ideally we would like to see spikes and, close it, and then we enter stop loss below, or you can switch to lower time frames. Right now we have this huge spike, and whenever price breaks those tops and starts to make another 1 to 3s on the 15-minute or 5-minute chart, you can go and buy this. Okay, so this is the option which you can do. So definitely right now we want to buy, target this. I wouldn't sell this yet. I really would like to see that price is, stopping around the resistance and then try to sell after at least, 4-hour chart trend line breakout. But right now it's difficult to say. Right now, let's buy this. Of course, if price will make this and then retrace to this trend line and this area holds, you can still buy. Okay, you just draw trend line. You draw trend line, and then if price reach this after breakout, you can look for buy scenarios. Okay, so this is New Zealand CAD, and the last is gold. Gold is pushing up on the weekly charts. So where is our next area of the resistance? Well, definitely those previous tops, and also we can find something here. But let's go to lower time frames to see maybe some details because it's not obvious. Definitely what is obvious, weekly is pushing up, yes, and it's very strong momentum right now, as we can also see on the daily. So on the daily, let's look for some details to draw some levels. And if we pay attention right now, we are around the resistance. Yes, we are around the resistance. Next strong, also you see this area, this whole zone is the resistance. Next area of the resistance is up here, and the next one will be somewhere around this zone. Okay, so we have more details. It's easier to draw. Support area will be somewhere around this area, and then we can draw that. Okay, so this will be close to the 36 EMA. So now it's pushing up. If we look for daily trend line, that's all what we can draw now. Okay, so this is also like a 4-hour chart trend line. So or we have continuation to the next areas of the resistance, or we'll have bounces and some retracements back to the support, back to the trend line. So we go to 4-hour chart, and 4-hour chart we see it's trying to make like a higher highs. If we look for different angle of the trend line, this will be one, and that's, I would leave it as it is. This is, we can adjust this one to this zone, so we have it like that. And if you go to 1-hour chart, we see that price, try to break it. And the question is, what happens next? This is possible in making. Okay, whenever price breaks this, you can still look for buy scenarios and try to target next area of the resistance. Okay, so we can still try to do this. This might be also false breakout, so keep in mind that price also might make another false breakout and then retrace. But if we have situation that 4-hour chart still holds, okay, like I know 36 will hold with the trend line, you will see this with low risk. You can always try to take it, but not on the 4-hour chart, of course, on the lower time frames. Yes. Another option is that price might range here. Yeah? So if you don't want to take, for example, after this trend line breakout because you are afraid a little bit, then you can draw horizontal line. And then if price, started to make some funny things here after breakout of this will be your confirmation to go and buy this. To trade against main direction, because there is resistance, yes, possible bigger retracement. At least wait for this trend line breakout. Okay, at least wait for trend line breakout. So, or we go and buy this, or we go and sell this after this breakout. Okay, so guys, thanks a lot. Wish you a great day, and hear you soon. Bye.